I want to go back to something I used to do a little bit more. Less of like goofy tech and goofy science, more goofy ships. I want a goofy ship. I was thinking a giant, evil, mysterious floating orb that, I don't know what it'll do, but it'll do some cool shit. There is no aura cooler than giant, evil, mysterious floating orb. And there's an easy way to do this. Sphere. And we could just make it big orb, and you can actually use a generic block setter to change it, so we could make it giant orb. Watch, you can do that. It's a 1x1 now, and now we can change it to a size 10, which is the max of a mimic. But Breadboard does not give a shit about what the max is. But what if instead we used like the old radar dishes and made it like a piecemeal scale? Actually, this might be even better. Oops. That's a little big. This big, ugly sphere, it's gonna look weird ultimately when it's getting shot at and nothing's happening to it. So what if we use spin blocks to make it actually a sphere and have it be like scales almost with these radar decoys? And then inside, let's make this glass. And then we can color it, I don't know, blue. We can like color it some weird energy color that's a little bit. that kind of more looks like bubble gum than what I'm going for, but you know what I mean. It'll be like a glowing energy goo on the inside with these scales covering it. So as it shoots, it reveals the energy goo. It's energy goo. Now, it's gonna be a polygon, not a sphere. I would want one with like a really low dihedral, like around 11. It doesn't really have, what the fuck? Great dodecahemidodecacron. What the fuck? I might do this one. This one's sick. It appears indistinct from the great icosahemidodecacron. Sweet. The 6 vertices at infinity? Okay. I don't know what the fuck a hemipolyhedra is, but let's stay out of here. Let's try to stay up here where there are like real shapes and not mental illnesses. All these are going to be spin blocked from the origin to stick out somewhere. It would be really cool if, as they were damaged, like it put this one first and then like spiraled out and around. So if one of these gets damaged and it can't use it anymore as a scale, instead of leaving that as an open gap, it'll like free up that slot and every single scale will shift to close the gap. Okay, I think I fucked up the coordinates. Oh my god. It worked first try, kind of. Alright, we'll just have a spin block here named True Center. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you and say this was all me. I took a good chunk of this. But I'm proud that I piecemealed it all together and it worked. It worked. Now, I'm actually gonna... I could just sort these by like how forward they are. I could just organize them, essentially just sort by how close they are to some point straight in front of us. And that'll find our forward. So just do the center and then go 2 2 radii forward. Really, we could just do 1, but I don't know. I wanted to do 2. Actually, if we just do, since these are at like 0, 0, 0, these vertices are centered around 0, 0, 0, you can just sort the vertices by construct forward vector radius. Yeah? Yeah, we can do that. I think. So we're going to create a new list. This is going to look really cool because when one of our scales gets damaged, all the other ones are going to shift up towards it. I said this wouldn't be very technical, and it turned out being very, very technical. Perhaps does. Yes, because this is forward. This one's aiming straight forward. Did I do it? Did I get it? I was struggling so hard with that, and maybe I actually got it. We're ablative anyway, so... There we go. We're just gonna try to make this a little bit invisible. Oh, this looks weird. It looks like low frame rate, choppy shit. Alright. Here we are. Why are they all aiming at the same spot? Run it back. One more time. Holy shit. It's working! This is going to be kind of insane. But the mysterious sphere looks cool. The mysterious sphere is kind of sick. God curse it. I get that it's entirely my fault, but I really wish it was better optimized for navigating, like, hundreds deep sub-construct chains, because I might just hit B one of these times and lose all of this progress I've just made. Alright, I think I now officially have enough. Beautiful. Let's make this like a little bit thicker. I just want it as thick as it can be while still being a tiny bit see-through. Kinda nice. There's just 2 little holes in it. Alright, and then we're just gonna do local A equals 1 over 0. We're just gonna crash it right there. Alright, so these are our 12? 12? Hello? Hello? How is that 12? Wait. How the fuck does Lua not break when you divide by 0? Dividing a positive number by 0 yields infinite. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Dividing by 0 yields infinity in Lua. Every math nerd just wept. That is so cool. It's mesmerizing. Beautiful. We just need like 2 more. How on earth am I gonna do this? Where are we trying to aim? Obviously, we're trying to aim all the way over there. Oh, that's weird and I don't like it, actually. We're going to rotate every single one of these spin blocks. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, it hurts to look at! The fuck? This is trippy as hell. This build is getting scary. It's weird. It's like a fungus. It's like a robot fungus. I've accidentally built a cyber fungus. The fungus singularity. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god, it looks so cool! I don't know what it looks like, but it looks sick. Oh. All right. The orb is done. I almost feel like the front should open up, fire a PAC, and then close immediately. Oh, I think if I just skip the first 7, that front will just open up, right? I haven't even had to reorganize these once. I've just been placing them and they've all worked out perfectly. I am a god. Oh. Okay, that one I need to redo. Just a nice little heavy metal shield right in front. Vaguely eye-esque interior. It's just a stretched ass nuke. But it'll look vaguely like an eye. Yeah, so you can just kinda tell. So, I want to balance this off with something that weighs 100. I guess it'll be like a half a lead would weigh 100. There we go. That's balanced. And a stone wedge. Now it's balanced. We just put weird rocks on the opposite end. Alright, last things last. Unfortunately, they removed firing delay. Of all the things to remove, the ability to set a firing delay is a strange one. Alright, so we are currently open. We fire. Alright, we fire out of our opening, and it immediately closes. I want to see what this thing does. It should now only realign itself when it needs to reconfigure for its opening. And that's actually kind of sick. It shoots, it reconfigures, it closes up. It should open up. Reconfigures, opens up. Fires, reconfigures, closes itself back up. That's sick. That is sick. Mysterious floating orb. I might even add another orb layer. Everything's kind of spinning. I don't know why it's spinning, but it's cool. It's a little bit... It's giving very slight Ramiel from Evangelion, where it reconfigures, opens up, fires the beam, and then closes itself back up. I wanted the mysterious floating orb. It looks like a radar sensor. I got my mysterious floating orb. I'm happy. If you guys have another suggestion for any videos I can do, any silly crafts, leave them in the comments below or drop them in my Discord. I'll be much more likely to respond there. But either way, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Take care.